Hi, and welcome back to another Stampin' on Friday episode. Today's card we're going to be using some Lawn Fawn stamp set, and I got this a while ago. It's my last one from the newest release that I purchased that I haven't done a video with yet, and it's called Make Lemonade. And then I'm also going to be using some Dynamics, my favorite thing's Dynamic die. This packaging doesn't tell me the name of this die, so I'll find it and link it over on my blog. And then my paper for today is from Sunny Side by Pebbles, and I just love the bright colors of this paper. It's going to be perfect for summertime layouts and project life and so on. So that's our pattern paper. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off by using my MFT die and some of this navy blue cardstock here. So I'm going to bring in my Cuddle Bug, and I'm going to be using my A plate, my B plate, my cardstock and my die, and then my C plate. I'm just going to go ahead and run this through. Get that out of the way. And then I have my cut piece right here. And I'm going to do a little white embossing with some embossing powder. Now, I don't normally use embossing powder, but I didn't have white, a white ink that I liked how it stamped on this blue cardstock. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the Versamark and then some white embossing powder. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp really well. And I'm going to stamp this right over on the side here. Alright, so Make Lemonade, and then I have my white embossing powder. Set that aside, and then I'm just going to go ahead and use my heat gun to emboss, or to melt the white embossing powder. Alright, I'm just going to set that aside for now. I'm going to take this piece of white cardstock, which is cut at 1.5 by 2 inches, and I'm going to do my little picture here of lemonade, and I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink because I am going to be using my Copic markers. So I'll just stamp that in the center. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little bit of Copic marker coloring, and I'm using RV10 and RV13. So I'm going to start with my RV 10, which is the lightest color, and I'm going to just kind of do a little bit of light coloring on the side of my picture on both sides, and I'm kind of just flicking the marker in towards the center. And then I'll do the same thing now with this RV 13. So I'm making pink lemonade, because in our house that's what we like to drink. So I'm kind of just blending out the darker color. So there we go, just nice and simple. And now I'm going to take my B000, and I'm just going to go a little bit around the picture just to kind of give it the look of glass. So it's a glass picture. So I'm just going around the edges just a little bit, and then I will come back in with my blending pen to lighten that up and blend it out. So we got a little bit of the pink down here at the bottom of the picture, but that's okay. Kind of, the blending pen actually pushes that down into the cardstock, so now you really can't see it at all. Alright, so that is my picture, and now we're going to go ahead and start putting our card together. So I have my card base. It's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card that opens from the side. And then I have 2 pieces of the pattern paper that came from the Pebbles paper pad. This one measures 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and this measures 3 1/2 by 2 inches, and that's going to get adhered right down to the bottom. I gotta find a place to set my ATG. I have so much stuff on my desk. So I'm just going to adhere this right down towards the bottom of my cardstock here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is take my Make Lemonade, and I want it to look like it goes all the way across. So what I'm going to do is just take my scissors and cut this just a little bit on the side, because like I said, I want it to make it look like it goes all the way across my pattern paper here. So I'm just going to line this up right along this edge, and then I'm going to take this one, and this one will get lined up right over here. So my pattern, my 2 1/2 inch piece or 2 inch piece here doesn't quite go all the way across, so I'm just going to trim that down a little bit so that you can't really tell that I cut one too short. There we go. Okay, and now what I'll do is this will get adhered right over that gap right here. But first I want to go ahead and add some twine, or get some baker's twine, and this is just some pink pink divine twine. So I don't have my little roll of Scotch tape right here, so what I'm going to do is I have some washi tape. So another useful way, another way to use your washi tape is just to use it as an adhesive on the back of your cards. And I'm just going to wrap this pink baker's twine around a couple of times, and I think I'm just going to go around 3 times. I'll take another piece of washi tape. There we go. So that'll be right at the bottom here. And now I have a button that came from a button pack. This is from the Cakewalk, Sidewalks October Afternoon button pack. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that down. So let me just grab my glue dots here. Going to get adhered right to the middle. And what I did was I just took a piece of the same color baker's twine and just tied a little knot in the center there, so kind of like a faux knot thing there. So the next thing I want to do is adhere this down, but before I do, I want to kind of round the edges on some of this, and I think what I'm going to do is round the edges on 2 corners, the up and the bottom corner. So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side of my corner chopper here, and that'll go right here. And I'm also going to round my pattern paper so it kind of has the same, flows the same. And we'll use some pop adhesive to adhere this down. That'll go right over that little gap. And then I'm going to adhere this down with more pop adhesive. And now this will get adhered right to my card front. Make sure it's nice and straight. There we go. And then I'm going to also round the corners of this as well using the same 1/4 inch. And there we go. That's our card for today. Thanks for watching another episode, and I'll see you next time.